I'm going old school spray can restoration on this one. Hi everybody and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a beat-up old Matchbox Leyland Titan. It's a double-decker bus. I have long since forgotten the source of this one in my collection. It's definitely been chewed by the dog and in need of a good scrub-up today. So let's get at it. I was working on a couple of other projects a few months ago when I came across this one going through a couple of bins of cars, and it caught my attention, seemed to call out to me, so I dropped whatever it was I was doing and I went to work on this. What you're going to see over the next 9 minutes is a 24-hour restoration, start to finish, beginning with this kind of tricky disassembly. Because of the shape of the die-cast casting, these plastic parts had to be bent to the limit in order to be pulled out. And there may well be a better way to do this, but that would have been beyond my powers of deductive reasoning. However, I got this far with no big problems. 2 decks of plastic interior seats and the die-cast body, and a metal chassis underneath. I always do my paint stripping in my spray booth. The ventilator fan is on, the window's open. I'm also masked up for safety, and you should be too. Please take that safety precaution. I go through a bunch of these Scotch-Brite type attachments that I get on Amazon. There you could see the different grits that they come in based on color. This one is $150. I find I don't always need a wire brush treatment on these castings. Sometimes this is sufficient. In this case it was. One brush should last you for 2 or 3 cars. And I'm down to shiny bare metal. I use a generic no-name flat white primer that I get from the hardware store. Does a decent enough job for me. Pop it into my dehydrator and let that cure for a couple of hours. Coming up on my channel, the next project is going to be an all 3D print job, the Pegasus, one of Ken Block's iconic cars, followed by these 3 Hot Wheels castings. I trust that's plenty of variety for you in cars and castings and models, and I sure hope you'll come back regularly to check them all out. I don't often do a spray can paint job, but in this case it's just one solid color, no masking involved, no fades or anything, so for expediency purposes I get out one of my bright red cans, and it came out looking just fine, don't you think? Today's community shout-out goes to the YouTube channel Cut Rocker Diecast Racing, If that's new for you, you just need to click on the link in the description. It'll take you right there. You can visit, sniff around, become a new subscriber, and help pump up the numbers there for a fellow hobbyist. Thanks for doing that. Because of the bright red body color, I'm laying down some ghost white decals today. There's going to be a large mural on the roof. And as it's a Coke theme, that can stay all white. There's going to be a bottle on the back. And this is as large as I could make the Coca-Cola script logo. I slide it on over there, and that looks great. But after that dries, I'm going to have to cut away all of the windows. There's going to be plenty left there, so it's unmistakably Coca-Cola. I had to make up the roof mural on my own. You'll slide that into place. 2 layers of white is plenty opaque over top of the red. There's the frosty bottle. And you do see similar looking ones on the streets of London. You see where I've had to cut the windows out on both sides. It's such a recognizable logo that the eye is tricked into reading that clearly. I've clear coated the decals, but I'm still very careful in putting these plastic double-decker seats back in so as not to scratch any of my nice work. And that wasn't too tough. I've just got to get them properly leveled now and put the base back on. These are the original wheels, which I thought were worth saving. So after a good wash up in some hot soapy water and a little bit of re-chroming with this pen, they're good to go. Nearly always the final touch. It all clicks back together in those tabs, front and back, pressure fitted. Double-decker burnout. Bueno. Let's have a closer look. Bright and shiny red now with brand new crystal clear Coca-Cola insignia. Front, back, both sides and the top. I got some refurbished wheels on there now and a cleaned up base. Again, all done in 24 hours. Big change from what I started with. No wonder it was in the junk bin. But with a little TLC, this one is ready to get back on the streets of London, filled with commuters and tourists. There was no glass in the original casting, but that's okay. This one serves its purpose as a basic double-decker, and I'll put it in the box for my next trip to the Goodwill store, where it will be a free gift for a little boy or girl. Thanks for visiting my channel again today. Drive carefully. It's coffee time.